Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of CR.Worlds. Before we get into today's video, make sure you follow the four buttons on your screen. A like will be nice, be sure to comment, especially share and why subscribe. Well, we just 24 hours less than 24 hours away from the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct happening tomorrow at 7 a.m. at the time of this video posted on YouTube. We are in for a great time and Nintendo wasted no time to make the announcements on Twitter. X will always be a letter in the alphabet, not a brand name. And it says, quote, join us tomorrow, April 2nd at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for a closer look at Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Direct Nintendo Switch 2 Edition April 2nd, 2025 live stream will be approximately 60 minutes long. You heard that right, guys. It's going to be an hour, 60 minutes long. Man, we are in for a great time, guys. We are in for some juicy games, some beautiful features for Nintendo Switch 2, some exciting announcements, some shocking announcements. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait, you guys. But as I always say, when it comes to prediction, when it comes to Nintendo Switch, when it comes to all the major announcements, I always say this, don't get too excited.
Don't get too excited.
Now, that's not the only announcements that Nintendo made this morning. Here's what they say also. Join us on April 3rd and April 4th at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time each day. That's on Thursday and on Friday after the Switch 2 presentation tomorrow, Wednesday, for a Nintendo Treehouse Live Nintendo Switch 2 presentation featuring hands-on gameplay of Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Are we excited or are we not excited? If you guys are excited, hit that like button, send your comments. We're going to be eating good this weekend. We Nintendo fans are going to be eating good this weekend. Now, quick prediction. Here's what I believe we're going to be getting on tomorrow's Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Are you ready? Let's get to it.
Okay, guys, so quick prediction. As I mentioned earlier, says we're going to do a quick prediction of what's going to happen tomorrow at the Switch 2 Direct. As you can see, I am parked in my vehicle, and here, let me show you something. Check this out. I don't know if I can do this. I never worked I've an iPad before. Here, check this out. I hope you guys are seeing this. This whole place, that is my family's property. All of that. It's beautiful, is it? Very beautiful. Yesterday I was recording my prediction videos. It was raining, and while I was recording with my microphone was off, so I was talking, but nobody could hear me. So I decided to make another video. So here I am making another video. It's a little different this time. So yeah, like I said, it's quick prediction. We're gonna get Mario, 3D Mario, and we're also going to get 2D Mario. Why am I saying 2D Mario? Well, we already got Mario Wonder, right? We already got Mario Wonder. It's been out since 2023. I feel like a brand new Mario, people will be looking for one. And if we get traded with 2 Mario, especially in the 40th anniversary of the game series, that would be awesome. That would be great for us Mario fans. Yeah, 40th anniversary of the Mario series. I believe that the new 2D Mario will be out like in September, and the 3D Mario will be somewhere during the holidays, on the holiday season. But first, How is the Switch 2 Direct going to start? I believe it's going to start with like a quick introduction of the Switch 2. There will be a trailer, like 2 to 3 minutes trailer, showcasing how the Switch 2 works, how the gimmicks works. That gimmicks being the mouse functionality. They're going to talk about that, and they're also going to talk about the history of the Switch, how much sales they had, and the history of Nintendo and the entire console series from the NES all the way to the Switch. And then they're going to introduce us to the Switch 2. And they're going to showcase the mouse functionality, how it works. They're going to showcase the very first IP, the new IP for the Switch 2, and how the mouse functionality will work with that new IP. I believe that new IP, that new Switch 2 IP is going to be something similar to SimCity. I've seen this YouTuber make his prediction video. Shout out to Rogers Base. I call him Hype Man Rogers Base. And he says that he's expecting or he's guessing Switch a SimCity type of game like SimCity and SimCity 2000 for the Switch 2. I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise in the background, but yeah, Sim and SimCity 2000, SimCity and SimCity 2000s on the Switch 2. And I'm thinking instead of Sim or SimCity, something that is like Nintendo original, but it plays like SimCity, and you can build a town or a city using the materials and the buildings that you see in a typical first party game. Like you could like build a city using the materials from the Mario Brothers series and the Zelda series and Metroid and Animal Crossing and Pokemon, and then you create your own town, and you use your mouse functionality to do just that. So imagine a game like this that will sell millions, that will get people to buy the Switch 2 in a heartbeat, and you can share your creation online. And especially with that C button, there's been a lot of rumors about that C button. One of them being that it might connect online, and it might be similar to Miiverse, and it might be similar to um, Street Pass. You can share your creation or whatever online with friends and with family and all that good stuff. But there's been another rumor about the C button that it says that it's going to actually connect with the original Switch. If that is true, that will be a game changer. And I also believe that those people who have sold the Switch 1 for the Switch 2 might end up regretting their decisions, because I usually don't sell my old console game. The last console game I've gotten rid of was my Wii, so that I can get a Wii U. I don't regret that decision, by the way. But I do regret buying the very first Wii U at launch. It lasted pretty much 3 to 4 years until it died. And when it died, I had to buy another Wii U. And I had to buy it like the year before the announcement of the official announcements of the Switch. And that was like a bummer for me. But I've now regretted my decision getting another Wii U, and I still have my Wii U to this day. Anyway, I'm digressing here. So so what am I trying to say here? Where was I? So oh yeah, the first party titles. So we got 3D Mario, we got 2D Mario, and we got a game that has the mouse functionality. Okay, now let's talk about before I continue on with the first party titles, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 edition games. I think these games will be I'm thinking of two of these games will make the Switch 2 edition. The first one being Pokemon Legends ZA, the second one being Metroid Prime 4. For Pokemon Legends ZA, I don't know what kind of gimmick they will add. Pretty much the mouse functionality might work on that. I don't know. But for Metroid Prime 4, A lot of PC gamers, when they play first person shooter, they use the mouse and they use it quite a lot. So imagine using the mouse to control Samus, where she shoots, where she attacks your enemy with her photon laser. And now that she's psychic, imagine using that mouse functionality to control her psychic power. Now that would be awesome. So I'm predicting Metroid Prime 4 will make an appearance at that direct tomorrow, and she will have the game will have Switch 2 direct, Switch 2 version, a Switch 2 edition of Metroid Prime 4. So I have a strong feeling about that. Now, next up, let's continue with the first party titles. Um, hmm, Fire Emblem. I want to see new Fire Emblem game. I was gonna say, I might. I was gonna say that I might see like Fire Emblem Holy War, but that's a like Switch One game, allegedly Switch One game. But since we have not seen that game, and since the Switch One to it that passed, that was kind of like a disappointment for me because I did not see Fire Emblem Holy War. Yeah, I know. I know. Some people, some of you guys are like saying, "What are you talking about? That it was fire." Yeah, it was fire, but for me, my mind was focused on one game and one game only, and because I did not see that, I kind of like was like, no, it wasn't good for me. So that's just my opinion. You can feel free. You are free to share your own opinion, but please do not judge me on why I believe that direct was not good for me. Anyway, that's why I always say in my videos, don't get excited about what you're expecting for a Switch direct, and yeah, that's why I always say that. Don't get too excited. So moving on, I want to see a new Fire Emblem game. I'm pretty sure they will make an announcement, hopefully. Another first party title I see might get dropped is Animal Crossing. It's been 5 years since Animal Crossing New Horizon came out, and I'm expecting a brand new Animal Crossing. Maybe it will be under development, I don't know. A new Zelda game, but that Zelda game is gonna be under development. They will show a teaser. Maybe Aonuma will pop in and say we're developing a new Zelda title. We might see like a screenshot or whatever, and it will be like under development. So don't expect a new Zelda game like right away, but expect it like to be um in the next 2 to 3 years. So yeah. Next up, um, what other first party game? F Zero, a brand new F Zero. I know it's like out of left field, but the reason why I bring up F Zero is because of F Zero 99. A lot of people are still playing F Zero 99 and they are enjoying it. I'm guessing Nintendo is looking at the reception for that game and they're thinking, people are interested in F Zero, so might as well give them something. So I'm expecting some F Zero news as well. I'm not gonna be like hopeful, like, oh, I, I know they're gonna bring F Zero. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just what I'm predicting is like not 100%, like I'm 100% sure. What I'm 100% sure is the new Mario games because obviously 40th anniversary of the game series that's coming up. That's the only thing I'm 100% sure of. I forgot about Mario Kart 9. They're definitely going to mention Mario Kart 9. It's a launch title for sure. We're expecting this to come out very, very soon. There will also be a demo of that game at the Treehouse, the guarantee. Okay, do I have anything on my list? I got my list here on my phone as well. Let's see. Okay, Mario Kart 9, new 3D Mario, 2D Mario. Okay, new Sakurai game, Masahiro Sakurai. He's currently building a new game, or maybe he must finish this new game because Mr. Sakurai, he is very efficient when he does his work. He's very talented and he's very productive as well. Like, can you believe that he finished his entire YouTube series before he posted his first episodes? That is productivity at its finest. So I'm expecting him to drop some news about his brand new game. I'm expecting three title. Either a new Kid Icarus game. Now, obviously, use the mouse functionality. If it's a new Kid Icarus game, it will be a sequel to Kid Icarus Uprising. If not, it will be Kid Icarus Uprising HD, and they will even might even announce like Kid Icarus coming to Switch Online. Like the Kid Icarus Game Boy game on the Switch Online, the NES title coming to Switch Online. I think that one's already out, but the Game Boy one is not out yet. And Kid Icarus Uprising and possibly the sequel, all coming to the Switch 2 and playable to the Switch 2. If it's not Kid Icarus Uprising or Kid Icarus sequel, it's gonna be Smash Brothers. A brand new Smash Brothers. Um, I really want to see a new Smash Pro, like a deluxe version of Smash Pro Ultimate, because I do not want to see any one of these characters get cuts, including Steve for Minecraft. I know, I'm not a fan of Steve for Minecraft, even though he plays really well. But I don't want any one of these characters to get cuts. So, but if it's a brand new Smash, I'm still okay with this. I'm a huge Smash fan. I enjoy the game quite a lot. What I want to see in the new Smash is story modes. That would be fire to get the story modes. And yeah, so either a new Kid Icarus game or a new Smash game. Okay, now let's get into the third party titles. So I got my list here, and I got quite a lot. Um, so the first one I have in on my list are Microsoft games. So the Microsoft games I'm thinking of Minecraft, obviously. Microsoft's Flight Simulator that has been heavily rumored, especially by Native Hit. Um, Halo Master Chief Collection that's also heavily rumored. Um, Forza Horizon. Is that the title? I think it's the title, Forza Horizon. These games are heavily rumored for Microsoft. I heard some rumbling about Fable coming to Switch 2. I'm not 100% sure of that. I've also heard some rumbling about Perfect Dark. I'm not 100% sure of that either. But it will be very possible if I see these two games coming to the Switch. I would love to see new Banjo Kazooie on the Switch um coming soon. But that is it for Microsoft game. I think I might have missed one or two titles. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. I did miss one title. Doom the Dark Ages. That would definitely be a launch title. Since it's coming out in May, and I'm guessing that the Switch 2 will come out in June. We'll get there at the end of this video. I'm thinking that would be a launch title. So next up I have Capcom games. So Capcom games, it's like um there's not too many titles I have on my list. Monster Hunter Wilds, for sure. It's already out on the PlayStation 5 and everybody loved that game. And Monster Hunter is very popular in Japan. Just like Dragon Quest, which I'll get there shortly. Monster Hunter Wilds for the Switch too. Um, Street Fighter, I'm thinking Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 6. I would love to see Street Fighter 4. It's stuck on the 3DS, the Street Fighter 4 3D edition. I like to see Street Fighter 4 make its way to the Switch too. All the Street Fighter titles, Street Fighter 1 to Street Fighter 3, they're all on the Switch. Imagine Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 6 on the Switch too. You got the entire collection on the Switch family of consoles. Yeah, so that is it for Capcom. Oh yeah, like quite from the top of my head. Um Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil 8. I see these two be a showing at the direct. If not like a full presentation like in a season reel. The presentation is gonna be like an hour long, so we're gonna see a lot of games. And I mean a lot of games. So yeah. Okay, now we go into Ubisoft. Ubisoft titles. I got Assassin's Creed Shadows. I got Mario Plus Rabbids, Kingdom Battle and Sparks of Hope. I got what else? The Division. And I believe that one is a Ubisoft game. Tom Clancy, Rainbow Siege. Um And Far Cry also, I got Far Cry on my list too. So yeah, these are Ubisoft games that I believe will make an appearance on the Nintendo Switch too. So yeah. And last, certainly not least, Square Enix game. My favorite developer, Square Enix. I'm seeing, obviously, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Um, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think these games will make appearances. The remake will be a launch title for sure. Why do I say it's a launch title? Because, well, obviously the game has been out for quite a while. But Rebirth, I think that one will come out next year. Um, According to Nate the Hits, both remake will come out in 2025 and Rebirth will come out in 2026. So yeah, and also Kingdom Hearts. I want Kingdom Hearts um on the native platform. I want Kingdom Hearts as a physical cartridge. I do not want cloud version. Even if you have to release it as a digital download, do it, but please, for the love of God, do not bring it as a cloud again. Square Enix, if you are listening to this video, please do not bring Kingdom Hearts as a cloud version again. Okay? Because that was terrible. Um, yeah. And finally, um, I got two more titles. The first one is Dragon Quest 12. We haven't heard anything about Dragon Quest in quite a while. And the last time we've heard of Dragon Quest 12 was like, I don't know how many years that was, but I think it was before the Switch one came out. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section. But it's been under development for quite a while. So expect Dragon Quest 12, a trailer for that game, as well as some gameplay. Maybe, who knows, we might even see a gameplay of it, a demo of that game at the Treehouse. So we got Dragon Quest 12 and the final game. That one is, I have two in mind. It's either, and they're both going to be a HT2D remake. HT2D remake or a HT2D brand new title. The HT2D brand new title will either be, I think it will be Octopath Traveler 3 or Triangle Strategy 2. These two games, I heard Triangle Strategy 2, even though I haven't finished the game yet, I heard that it has a possibility of a sequel. So, Triangle Strategy 2, I'm excited for both Triangle Strategy 2 and Octopath Traveler 3. So, um, yeah, Triangle Strategy 2 is such a heavy game. It's like full of drama. Um, it's like watching Game of Thrones mixed with Final Fantasy, with a little bit of Fire Emblem. That game, it's a lot. It's a lot. And as Octopath Traveler 3, um yeah, I want to see Octopath Traveler to get a sequel. Brand new characters, brand new story. Um I would also like to see some of the old characters make an appearance in the sequel of of Octopath Traveler 3. That would be real cool. And finally, Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger as a HT2D remake will knock people's sock off. It will break the internet. It will shatter lives. It will break hearts in million pieces, like in a good way, not in a bad way. But there will be tears of joy. There will be screams. There will be crying. People swear by that game, myself included. That Chrono Trigger is like one of the best game ever. I got it to RPGs through Mario RPG, but I never played Chrono Trigger up until last year when I played through it. And oh my gosh, that game is fantastic. Wow, that game is so good. So imagine Chrono Trigger again, especially since they mentioned they're having like a anniversary collection on that game. They're kind of like teasing an anniversary for Chrono Trigger. It's actually the 30th anniversary of Chrono Trigger, as people are expecting something from Square Enix with that game. Speaking of anniversary, I totally forgot about this next game, and that's also from Square Enix. And I'm talking about Final Fantasy IX remake. And I've heard a lot of rumors, heavy rumors that it's like more likely to be real. That Final Fantasy IX remake is real and it's spectacular. So, and yeah, I'm expecting like some sort of announcement as well. Maybe like a few trailer and gameplay, maybe a release date for that game, maybe a release window, maybe not a release date, a release window. So yeah, I think I have everything on my list, and yeah, okay, yeah, all right. So I think I have everything on my list now. Let's go take a walk around the neighborhoods, around the forest here. So okay, so I want to talk about some of the games that I believe we're going to be seeing at the Treehouse, and also some Nintendo Switch Online. For the Nintendo Switch Online, I don't think I've touched base on that, but I want to see GameCube games. I want to see GameCube games, and I also want to see if the rumors are true about the connection with the original Nintendo Switch. I also want to see DS games and 3DS games. If not 3DS games, DS games. A lot of people are wanting to jump into the DS again, and there are some great games on the DS. I can't think of one, but yeah, there are some great games on the DS. There are some great games on the GameCube. The GameCube one, it's heavily rumored that it's going to be exclusive to the Switch too. So if you have a Switch online, if you have Nintendo Switch online, I think it will be like 3 tiers. The first tier being NES, SNES, yeah, NES, SNES, and Game Boy. The second tiers will be like Game Boy Advance and N64. The third tier will be like exclusive for Switch 2 consoles, and that will be like GameCube and DS games, or GameCube, DS games, and 3DS games. Now, I think I think the price might go up a little bit, like $75. I don't think it's gonna go up to $100. That'll be crazy. Right now, the yearly subscription for the Switch Online is $50. So $75 is a pretty sweet spot for the Switch Online. The games that I believe we're going to see at the Treehouse on Thursday and on Friday, I think I'm going to stream these two. I think I'm going to stream these two events, but I'm not going to completely stream the whole thing because I don't know how long those tree houses take place. Sometimes they take like 5 to 6 hours, but I'll record like a few games and that's it, and I'll talk about them and what I think about them. But some games that I believe we're going to see at the Treehouse, Mario Kart 9 for sure, the 3D Mario, maybe the 2D Mario if they do announce a 2D Mario, Metroid Prime 4 that uses the mouse functionality, the Kid Icarus game that I've mentioned, what else? The first party title that I've mentioned as well, and some of the third party titles like Dragon Quest 12, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Yeah, you're gonna see Final Fantasy 7 Remake again. What else? Street Fighter, Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6, whatever Street Fighter they have. Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm pretty sure they will reveal some, they will have some gameplay of Monster Hunter Wilds. Um, Assassin's Creed Shadows, I think, that might make an appearance. Yeah. What else? What else? I did give, I did had like a list with me, but I left my phone in the car. But yeah, these are some of the games I believe we get to see at the Treehouse, and hopefully, if F-Zero gets announced, we see some F-Zero as well. So yeah, man, the way Nintendo is doing is hosting the Switch and the Switch event, it almost feels like it's E3 all over again. I miss E3 so much. E3 was like Christmas for gamers, and I really enjoyed how fun, how exciting it was to anticipate all these great games, and then you get this surprise of your life when you see a brand new games that you never expected, or the return of a highly anticipated game you never expected to see. And yeah, I'm excited for what we're going to be seeing. So one last thing, because it's about to rain on me. One last thing, the release dates and the price points, the price of the Switch 2. For the price, I'm thinking $299.99. It's no, wait, no, that's too cheap. I'm thinking $399.99. So that's $400. It's right there as a sweet spot. It's not too expensive. It's not too cheap. It's the perfect price points for Nintendo to sell that thing. And the release dates, I'm thinking two release dates. The first one I'm thinking will be like the 5th of June. I think that's a Thursday or a Friday, and the 12th of June. Either the 5th or the 12th of June. So yeah, basically the first week and the second week of June is when we're gonna get our Switch 2 on the market. So I hope you guys are excited for that amazing presentation and that amazing direct. So that's last minute as I'm walking around my property. I hope you are seeing this whole place. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go. It's getting late. I can't wait till I start my stream. I'm gonna double check all my equipment. Hopefully, I don't get any issues. But yeah, I hope you guys join in tomorrow for the stream. Make sure you hit the four buttons that you're gonna see on your screen right now. And yeah, until next time, enjoy the nature. Take a break, take a pause, take a deep breath, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for the chaos that is the Nintendo Switch 2.